Welcome to a New Year's Day edition of Amazing Stories Unwrapped. Is there anything more exciting than the dawn of a brand new year? The slate is clean. We get a chance to forge a new future. So what dreams do you have for 2019? What resolutions have you made in an effort to create a better you, to make your world a better place? On the other hand, what challenges stand in the way of those dreams? That's the real issue of creating a great 2019. The obstacles. Easy to dream dreams, to make a list of resolutions, but with every dream, there are obstacles standing in the way. Nothing in life comes free. Nothing in life can be accomplished without sweat, tears, and perseverance. The bigger the dream, the higher the cost. That's just an unalterable rule of nature. I think about the ancient Israelites. They had escaped the slavery of Egypt, were standing on the edge of the land that God had promised them. They saw it with their own eyes. They saw that it was a rich country, a land of milk and honey. All they had to do was to charge in and seize the land of their dreams. But their spies also told them that there were fortified cities full of warrior giants. They suddenly realized what we all have to understand. We can't get a land flowing with milk and honey without fighting the giants, without seizing their fortified cities. Dreams are not achieved easily. So the Israelites gave up in fear when faced with the obstacles. They spent the next 40 years wandering in the wilderness. A lot of people wandering in the wilderness of indecision. Again, what are your dreams for the future? A better you? Stronger marriage? Better grades? A promotion at work? A new career? A broken relationship restored? Whatever it is, you're going to have to fight some giants. You're going to have to tear down some walls before you can claim and conquer your promised land. Now here's a story from my new one-year book of amazing stories. It's perfect for New Year's Day. A great jump start for overcoming the giants in your life on the way to claiming your dreams. I call it putting the ability back in your disability. He was as smooth as butter. The impeccably dressed Syracuse grad with the pearly white teeth. The country clubber with white tennis sweater casually draped across his shoulders to set off his perfect tan. He walked into every room with easy confidence, speaking in a soft baritone as rich as his privileged upbringing. Even his name reeked of privilege. Richard Augustus Wagstaff Clark Jr. But Hollywood and New York are dog-eat-dog worlds in which aspiring entertainers have to claw their way to the top, and Richard wanted to get to the top. But he did. He started right at the peak. His rich uncle owned the radio station. His dad managed it. So Richard moved quickly from mailroom to microphone. And with the help of his daddy's friends, he was soon standing in front of television cameras. His boyish good looks, his easy manner, his beautiful tan, his pearly white teeth were made for the new media of television. When the show's star was arrested for drunk driving, Richard got his big break. It seemed that success came easy for Richard. Baby boomers remember him by his stage name, Dick Clark, the host of American Bandstand, the guy with hip smoothness, the guy idolized by teenage girls and hated by gawky teenage boys. The one who suggested clues on the mindlessly addictive $100,000 pyramid right after the contestant lost. The ageless wonder on the New Year's Rockin' Eve. New Year's came and went, but Richard Augustus Wagstaff, Richard Dick Clark Jr. never got older, just got richer. How could life be so doggone easy for Dick Clark? But what his adoring public didn't know was that in 2004, America's oldest teenager suffered a debilitating stroke that marred his ageless youth, slurred his golden voice. Now he could hide out. He could have announced his retirement. He could have given up. After all, he was in his 70s by now. But Dick Clark fought back. After 2 years of painful and exhausting therapy, he bravely appeared on the 2005 New Year's Rocking Eve show before a shocked worldwide audience. His speech was slurred, his face partially paralyzed. America's oldest teenager had grown painfully old overnight. When he died in 2012, an obituary in the New York Times dismissed him in his own words. "I've always dealt with light, frivolous things that couldn't really count," said Dick Clark. "I'm not ashamed of that. I've been a fluffmeister for a long time." But the ageless spinner of platters, the host of trivial game show pyramids and TV bloopers, can't be dismissed as a fluffmeister. There was too grit behind his trademark pearly white teeth. For 7 years, Dick Clark bravely battled to come back from a stroke resulting from diabetes. He had the courage to go public with it, to tell stroke victims everywhere that life can go on. Debilitation doesn't have to be debilitating. So no matter what you're facing today, you can take heart from a story of a fluffmeister who became a champion. Surely Dick Clark would agree with this quote from C.S. Lewis. "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." Now, I like what Joshua said when it came time for the ancient Israelites to finally go in and claim their promised land. When they finally had to face those giants, tear down their fortified walls, Joshua said this, "This is my command. Be strong, be courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Years later, after they took that land, a shepherd boy named David faced one of those giants, a 9-foot-tall Superman who went by the name Goliath. The other warriors of Israel were afraid to take Goliath on. They looked at him and said, "That giant is too big to hit." But little David picked up his slingshot and said, "That boy is too big to miss." It's all in your perspective. No giant is as big as the dreams that are waiting out there to be fulfilled. No disability should ever disable you. No handicap should ever handicap you. Dick Clark discovered that truth. Your promised land is waiting for you to seize in 2019, but giants are also waiting to stop you. The biggest giants may be inside you. Doubt, fear, unbelief, laziness, a willingness to settle for lesser things. Don't you dare let those obstacles block your way to the opportunities that God has in store for you. You go out like Dick Clark, David the shepherd boy, or 1,000 other giant slayers who have seized kingdoms by faith and valor. And you go out remembering this: those giants aren't too big to hit. They're just too big to miss. 2019 is now here. First day of the rest of your life. I believe this, as I've said to you often, God is writing your story. Your history is His story. The history of this world is His story. He's been writing your story since before He put the first star in the skies. How many billions, zillions, gazillions of lines have intersected through history so that you would be here today? I want you to go out today realizing He's writing your story. And if He's writing your story, the best chapters are yet to be written. The best lines are yet to be played out. And your story, if you know Him, if you follow Him, if you believe in Him, is going to end up triumphantly. I promise you that. This year, there will be some difficult giants to face, some opportunities that will be blocked by obstacles, some resolutions that will require discipline, hard work, sweat, tears, struggle. But if you'll hang in there, if you'll go after those giants, if you'll tear down those fortress walls, the dreams are there waiting for you. Milk and honey is waiting for you. A land of promise is out there. God has it prepared for you. He's had it prepared for you from the beginning. So dream your dreams. Don't give way to doubt or disbelief. Go after your dreams, no matter what they cost, no matter what you have to pay. I'll be here cheering for you. Just as Jesus is in your corner, I'll be in your corner too. I've got some dreams. I've got some resolutions. Joyce and I have some things we want to see happen this year. And we're going to go after those things. Because there's a worse thing than not reaching your dreams. It's settling for something far worse. So don't let your disabilities disable you. Your handicaps handicap you. Your obstacles overcome you. You go out this year and you reach those dreams. I'll see you the day after tomorrow, Thursday, at noon for another edition of Amazing Stories Unwrapped. 12:50, not noon, 12:50. The day after tomorrow on Thursday. God bless. Happy New Year.